Just stopped for a quick break. It's about 13 miles outside of Eindhoven, and I'm trying to find somewhere to go to the toilet, but there's too many people around. I thought of just hopping over this hedge here, but it's not conspicuous enough. I'll try not to drink too much. Look at this, just farms everywhere. If there's one country that I wouldn't be worried about going hungry, it's definitely Holland. I'm now entering, it's got to be the best village in the world. It's called Best. This is the bar that I stayed above when it was back in 2000 when I came over and first tried to find work. That's where I was staying, above there on the floor, until we got kicked out. I couldn't resist coming to just sit and have a quick beer. Oh, hang on. Stopped and had a quick sit down at the bar. I don't think this is the bar actually that I stayed above. I thought it was to start with, but I don't recognise when I sit down here. It looks different, but like I say, it was 20 odd years ago. So staying at an interesting place, place where it used to be a squat, and the guy Stefan remembers the times of the 90s when, like he was saying, we were free. Before 9/11 we were a lot more free than now. And this guy is a bit older, he's 62 years old, and he's saying the same sort of stuff, saying that nowadays we're all happy slaves, whereas in those days we were a lot more free. And I think what he meant by that was yeah, I'd say, how do I put it? Things were not as safe in those days, but you could take risk and you had a bit more freedom. There was no cameras, and now everybody's kept safe and cuddled. And things are a lot more expensive, so you're restricted by what you can do because you don't have so much money, but everything's easier, everything's more convenient. We've got so much tech and social media and ease of getting stuff that we've forgotten what it's like to be free a bit. But then people are happy, they're happy. Different times, way different times. But yeah, what's good as well is there's a young Dutch band, Dutch heavy metal band, or Dutch rock punk bands staying in the same place. In fact, there's an English band staying with us as well, and they're performing just around the corner, so I might go and see what that's all about tonight, because Stefan also said I'm a bit old for Stratton Design now, just for the youngsters. So yeah, that might be an option. Go and watch a couple of bands instead. No, we're cutting off the sun. I've still got it on this corner, fine. So where I am now in Eindhoven was the third visit to Holland. The second visit was, I'm not going to be able to cover it this time because it was in Tilburg in Venlo. Then From there, I went back to Noordwijkerhout, and then I left Noordwijkerhout for the south on my own, and I joined a Dutch agency where I lived in Helmond for a bit, which we'll visit tomorrow. But then I hooked back up with the people I used to work with in Venlo for a bit, and stayed in Eindhoven. Got a job as a carpenter, also many jobs actually. That was the first job. I then started putting blocks in the road. Many sort of little labouring jobs I used to do, but the main thing I learnt was the sort of trade in first fix carpentry, which was great. It was good. And in those days it was very relaxed. Used to come to these sort of bars and just find people that were in the trade and needed work. There was a lot of demand for unskilled and skilled labour, and this is where I think it's always important to have a trade. If you've got a trade and you know what you're doing, you're always going to find work, whether that's bricklaying, whether that's carpentry, whether it's stonemasonry, or I don't know, qualified to work a digger, or you know, some sort of machinery. I think practical work is key for travelling, and you always meet some characters when you do that sort of work as well, and learn about the local places. So anyone thinking of travelling, get a trade. It only takes a couple of years, 2-3 years when you're young, and you'll be able to see the world, I promise. And you can still go to uni, you can still go to uni and do something else after, or at the same time. I do really recommend getting a trade and getting out there, because the world is big, and it's bigger than just where you grew up. Yeah, it changes all the time, man. This place is completely different now than when I was here. Very much changed. When I was here, I think it was there was a lot of workers because the Eindhoven stadium was being built. So off the back of that, there was a lot of labour, a lot of people out here, and we made good connections really quick. And always, if you're from England or Ireland, just hit an Irish bar, you'll find people working out here, and find out what the crack is and where the work is. Nowadays you've got social media as well, so yeah, plenty of avenues if you want to travel and work. I'm just going to try and go back and recharge my phone and have a bit of a wash, and after travelling that far on a bike, what I might do is see if I can go for a walk around Eindhoven Stadium, because it's a bit more open than Feyenoord. You could probably look in and see what's inside. The shop might still be open as well because it's quite early. So this is where I'm staying in Eindhoven, very central, almost right next to Central Station, and yeah, it's cool. And there's 2 punk bands staying here, which is amazing. And we've got a little reception out here, and a really cool host called Stefan. And just like there is the centre of Eindhoven. So yeah, nice little area. I'm just going to put some beers in the fridge and make something to eat, have a wash, and then yeah, to see where life takes me tonight. So now that I am an expert in La Trappe beer, this is the Isidore, which is a mix between all 3, around 7.5%. And you're right, I couldn't see these in the supermarket before, but now they stand out because I've just been to the brewery. Good news is I found the toilets at McDonald's. Yes, I really need to go to the toilet, so if you're ever in need of going to the toilet in a city, find McDonald's. It's the only thing that's useful. Don't ever buy any food, just go to the toilets because they're always clean. See, McDonald's toilets, always clean. So I've sat down in the social hub, just waiting for someone to come and serve me. I don't know what the social hub's all about, but it'd be interesting to find out. Huge building just off Central Station. I like these are cool. These chairs are really cool, like, these are really comfy. Someone's just going to get it. So yeah, it's just a space with a hotel and with events, but I wasn't really interested because they didn't sell very good beer. Anyone who knows what this is, on the back of a postcard to the YouTube channel, Die Lampegatter, 1232 to 1982, Club 111, FEC, and there we go. Big up to the thing that this is. So these are legendary in Holland. I just need to find the croquettes. I don't know if there is any. Oh yeah, there you go, down here. So we get some croquettes. Incredible church in centre of Eindhoven. Again, you've got the two towers. Really beautiful Gothic church. Look close. And again, look at the detail. This detail. Who paid for it? Who paid for this detail? And why don't we get it anymore? Why don't we appreciate and spend so much time on architecture anymore? So this is Stratham's Eind, down here at the start of it. I'm just going to go down for to reminisce more than anything, but only for a quick drink, and then we're going to go back. So this is Stratham's Eind. It's a long time since I've been in Stratham's Eind. So what do you reckon these are? These are coming out of the church walls. You've got angels above, and then you've got these creatures below. All below, look. Gobi Manchurian with roti. Who would have thought?